Thank you very much, the parade commander, for that stellar performance. Thank you. A big applause to Colonel Henry Obo for that performance. Your Excellency, I'm Colonel Dewa Kiki, who has been the Assistant Master of Ceremonies, together with me, the Senior Commissioner of Prisons, Frank Mbaine, and the co-MC is the Honorable Agre Bajire. Your Excellency, allow me to take this particular honor to now invite the Master of Ceremonies, the Honorable Brigadier General Felix Kulaije, to proceed with the ceremony. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Deo. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and the Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, the First Lady, Mama Janet Museveni, and the Minister for Education, the First Deputy Prime Minister, Right Honorable Kadaga, the Third Deputy Prime Minister, Right Honorable Nakadama, the Secretary General of the ruling party, Right Honorable Richard Odwong, the Minister of Defense and Veterans Affairs, Honorable Bamanga Chisempija, Honorable Ministers, the Chief of Defense Forces, Honorable General Wilson Mbasumbadi, the representative of the IGP, the representative of the Commissioner General of Prisons, honorable members of Parliament, members of the diplomatic corps, generals, religious leaders, cultural leaders, district leaders, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Sir, I've already been introduced, and allow me to recognize special guests that are within our midst, since the others have been introduced by Honorable Agre Bajire. We have Mr. Timothy Nyonjo, Chairperson Diaspora League, North America. He came here with Miss Enrita Wamala Nairuba, former President UNA. Miss Asha Kasule, Chairperson, Electoral Commission, UNA. Mr. Titus Seruga, Diaspora and Public Diplomacy Affairs, Brussels. Mr. Ronnie Luang, member. Ms. Coca Bryan, member. Ms. Juliet Kahakani, member. Ms. Rosette Musige, member. Mr. Edwis Kironde Santongo, member. Mr. Dennis Omimbi, member. Mr. Kwame Ryondo, member. Mr. Richard Chavihende, member. Miss Brenda Katama, member. Mrs. Leah Luanga, member. Miss Ian Nachambade, member. Miss Joyce Bazaraki, member. And Mr. Moses Wenje, member. I beg your pardon, sir. I did miss Her Excellency the Vice President. I beg her pardon, since she has been with us since morning. I apologize, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, sir, the Chief of Defense Forces has guests, and in his time, we recognize and introduce them to you. At this moment, sir, allow me invite the Chief Political Commissar to declare to you the activities the UPDF has been carrying out in the Busoga region for the whole week that covered the 11 districts of Busoga and Jinja City. Major General Henry Masiko, please come. And after the CPC, that's when we shall have the Chancellor presenting to you the awardees. I would like to observe, sir, that wherever we have been, the people of Busoga were not only very cooperative, but appreciative of government for the program this has undertaken.
Your Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda and Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, the First Lady, Mama Janet Museveni, and Minister of Education and Sports, Your Excellency Jessica Rupo, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, the First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Affairs, Mama.
I'm Solby, a senior at UC Berkeley, and I want to share with you how Empower has empowered me on my educational journey. I was originally accepted to Berkeley in fall 2016, but because I was financially independent, I couldn't afford it at the time. So I nearly gave up until I heard about Empower Loan. I was amazed that an international student with no credit history, no co-signer, and no social security number could be eligible. Empower empowered me to be who I want to be by letting me take control of my finances and my life. I also hope that you will also be empowered by the amazing opportunity that Empower is offering you.
The Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement, members, the Vice Chairpersons of the National Resistance Movement and members of the Central Executive Committee of NRM, the former Prime Minister Museveni Chintu Musoke, the representative of His Highness Chabazinga, the Prime Minister of Busoga and other traditional leaders, Your Excellencies, the ambassadors and high commissioners accredited to Uganda, honorable ministers and ministers of state, the permanent secretary, the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, and the permanent secretary, Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, the Chief of Defense Forces, members of the High Command, service commanders, the Joint Chief of Staff, Inspector General of Police, Commissioner General of Uganda Prison Services, Honorable Members of Parliament, distinguished visiting visitors, Chief of Defense Forces, defense advisors, religious leaders, our distinguished district leaders of the Busoga region, generals, retired and serving senior officers of the security forces, officers, militants of UPDF, all invited guests, and the people of Uganda at large, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am Major General Henry Masiko, the Chief Political Commissar of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, here to present about Defense Force Week activities. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Defense Organizing Committee and the Political Commissariat of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, I have a singular pleasure to welcome Your Excellency and all our distinguished guests to the 43rd anniversary celebrations of the birth of the People's Army, the Uganda People's Defense Forces, that is being witnessed here today at Busesa Ground in Bugweri district. Your Excellency, this celebration is the climax of the busy Defense Forces activities which have been taking place in this region, namely in the districts of Bugiri, Bugweri, Buyende, Iganga, Jinja Kaliro, Kamuli, Luka, Mayuge, Namayingo, Namutumba, and Jinja City, running under the theme celebrating the people's struggle for unity, security, and peace for socio-economic transformation. Allow me, Your Excellency, to state that 43 years ago, on the 5th of February 1981, 41 patriots under your leadership started the journey from the suburbs of Kampala and attacked Kabamba Barracks on the 6th of February 1981, signaling the commencement of a determined resistance in the form of a popular and protracted struggle by the people against undemocratic and unjust regimes. The attack on Kabamba followed earlier efforts, Your Excellency, in the 70s by Fronasa comrades who, through their sacrifice, laid the foundation for the people's revolution that has significantly resulted in the socio-economic transformation of motherland, Uganda. Tarehesita celebrations therefore mark and recognize the heroism and gallantry exhibited by the founders of this revolution and the 41 patriots who made the foundation upon which the UPDF rests today as a people's army and a vanguard force in the struggle to achieve socio-economic transformation. Your Excellency, the theme of this year's celebrations was informed by the UPDF's continued efforts to trace the footprints of the People's Revolution that spans far back to the 1960s, when revolutionary students, under Your Excellency's leadership, set out to mobilize the population to participate in the struggle for freedom and democracy that would then pave way for the transformation of the hitherto pre-modern, peasant-dominated societies to the prosperous and modern middle-class one with middle-class working people. Your Excellency, it's against this background I present to you a summary of activities that were carefully selected to mark the strides UPDF has made over the last 43 years. Your Excellency, the activities commenced with a national launch on 24th January 2024, presided over by the Right Honorable Robin Anabanja, Prime Minister of Uganda, and like the previous national launches, the program included a keynote address paying tribute to the heroic contributions of the late First Deputy Prime Minister, Museveni Alhaji Chirunda Chivedinja. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Your Excellency, the family of the late Right Honorable KK, the Minister of Defense and Veterans Headquarters in Kampala. Your Excellency, the national launch was followed by a regional launch on 27th January 2024 at Buyende District Headquarters, which was presided over by the Right Honorable Alitwara Kadaga, the First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Community Affairs. Thereafter, the district launches were done on 28th January 2024 that were presided over by a number of honorable ministers accompanied by UPDF generals and enthusiastically attended by district leaders from the Museveni region. Your Excellency, activities that we carried out were identified after a careful and extensive rec in the region. And the main effort centered mainly on political and civic mobilization activities. Your Excellency, a select team of senior political commissars and civic officers successfully have been engaging the population in all the districts through the 2 weeks we have been around. Your Excellency, allow me to quickly show you the commissars who are seated near you there. Bugweri district was Colonel Buyende district, Lieutenant Colonel Sam Tungura. Bugweri district, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Colonel Justice Rukundo. Jinja district, Colonel Lydia Nandu. Kano district, Sadra Kano. District, and Namutu Kano Ibrahim Kedi. Mobilization week was led by NASA and the Director Women Affairs, Kano Betty Musuya. We had a roving district ideological training team led by Lieutenant Colonel Asaba. We had a reach out program to the based on this year's theme and other transformational related issues. In all, we interacted with 1,352 leaders from this region. We had ideological orientation engagements with the fishing communities. Your Excellency, during these engagements, UPDF shared experience with the wananchi about saving our lake and other waters, and gave out as a token of understanding 375 life jackets to the fishing community members. Your Excellency, the Women's Training Team led by the Director of Women Affairs and the Psychosocial Directorate held 12 engagements on issues affecting women like parenting, grooming of children, avoiding teenager pregnancies, and other issues. Your Excellency, our Wazalendo, which is our circle, conducted sensitization training with the parish development model circles throughout the sub-region. In total, 101 circles were engaged. The idea was to share good cooperative practices that taking the success story of Wazalendo Circle. Your Excellency, other civil military cooperation activities included general cleaning of our towns, markets, and hospitals in the region. Your Excellency, we had good engagement in social activities, cultural and sporting activities involving the Uganda People's Defense Forces personnel and the community. We had 12 football matches in all the districts. These were meant to cement our relationships and remind ourselves that we are one. Your Excellency, at the end of it all, there was a bonanza of awards. 11 goats, 5 bulls were shared, medals and trophies were awarded. We had a vibrant engagement on our media spaces, and this is still ongoing. We had veteran meetings led by our chieftaincy of pensions and gratuities. In all, over 873 veterans attended our meetings. Your Excellency, to note, during our engagements, we were able to reach out to more families of Fronasa veterans, such as Badru Rubanga of Nabitovu village, Muira Parish, Namabale sub-county, Iganga district. The family of Musei Bakanzerwa Samuel James of Namwendwa sub-county, Kamuli district. The family of late Elisafari Funga of Bususa Gumpi, Buyende district. We intend in the future to give them appropriate honors. Your Excellency, allow me to highlight our medical and health outreach programs. The chieftains of medical services deployed over 400 UPDF personnel in all the districts and engaged in medical surgical operations with static and mobile activities provided by UPDF medical personnel, supported in some cases with the district medical personnel. We stayed for 10 days, commencing on the 26th January 2024. Particularly, we conducted some surgeries, 362 of them general surgeries, 11 removal of uterus, and 49 cesarean section for mothers who were producing. In all, 49,935 patients were treated during our stay here. Your Excellency, the population greatly appreciated the services of our medical personnel. Our engineers brigade, our engineers' activities covered light construction works of selected projects, in the health and education sectors, and overall 31 projects were constructed as below. Namayingo district, a 2-classroom block was put up at Namayuge College. A new maternity ward was put up at Broadway Health Center 3, and a 4 stands aqua-private toilet at Gorofa landing site. In Bugweri district, 2-classroom block was constructed at Waka Primary School, and a 4 stands aqua-private toilet at Nansanga Muslim Primary School. In Mayuge district, Your Excellency, a special monumental market was put up in Bugade Town Council, where you very well know we are commemorating the heroic activities of the Fronasa activists around Chitierera. We had repair works on the homes of our Fronasa veterans, the home of late Nkoko and late Ntare. We constructed a 2-classroom block at Bukatube Senior Secondary School for the community. We constructed 1 aqua-private toilet for the community at Bonda Primary School. Constructed 4 stands aqua-private toilet at Magamaga, and repaired spouses workshop for our spouses. In the Bugweri district, a 2-classroom block was constructed at Bumozi Church of Uganda Primary School. A 4 stands aqua-private toilet was constructed at Ruswa Primary School. There were renovations at the home of the late Right Honorable K.K. Kilunda Kivejinja. Were repairs at the home of Mbijiti. In Kariro, a 2-classroom block was put up at Jaraja Primary School. In Namutumba, a 2-classroom block at Nakawunzo Primary School. A 2-classroom block at St. Francis Nabitura Primary School. In Buyende district, a new outpatient department block was put up at Buyende Health Center 3. In Kamuri district, a new market stores, 20 market stores was put up for women and youth in Kamuri municipality. A 2-classroom block constructed at Burondo Primary School. 2-classroom block at Buluya Kauma Muslim Primary School. In Iganga district, a 2-classroom block at Iganga Municipal Council Primary School. A 20 market store market for women and youth at Namulungwe Town Council, and some repairs at the home of the late Brigadier Samuel Nanyumba. In Iluka district, a 2-classroom block was put up at Nabikui Primary School. In Jinja district, a 2-classroom block at Muwangi Primary School, and a 4 stands aqua-private toilet at Lumuri Primary School. In Jinja City, Your Excellency, the UPDF engineers put up a 117-meter boundary wall fence at Walukuba Health Center for securing a maternity that was almost exposed to the road bypassers. Construction of a waterborne toilet at Mpumu, the Methodist Community Primary School, and construction of a dormitory for 100 disabled students at Chomia Primary School. Your Excellency, all the engineer projects were completed in a record of 30 days and were handed over to the beneficiaries in a colorful ceremony presided over by honorable members from the cabinet and attended by Wananchi and the district leaders all of Abusoga region. Your Excellency, allow me to appreciate on behalf of the organizing committee and extend our most sincere appreciation to the following institutions and individuals for their role in this year's Defense Forces activities. We want to thank the cabinet, starting with the Right Honorable Robin Anabanja, the Prime Minister who presided over the national launch. The first Deputy Prime Minister, Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, who presided over the regional launch, the Honorable Chintu Musoke, former Prime Minister, who gave a keynote address, all honorable ministers who presided over the national, regional, and district launches of the Defense Forces activities and handover ceremonies of our projects. We want in a special way to salute the Chabazinga-ship of Busoga for the support and solidarity extended to us during the activities in the region. The local leadership of districts of Busoga sub-region, particularly the LC5 chairpersons, we salute you and your executives, the resident district commissioners, the security officers, and all local leaders in this region. We want to salute the ministries, departments, and agencies who lent us support as a force multiplier during this activity. The business entities, Your Excellency, came to support us by giving generous donations, which in turn we distributed to the population. At an appropriate time during the Thanksgiving, we shall recognize all those who donated to this important occasion. We want to salute the media, especially the electronic media. Your Excellency, the print media seem to be a bit slow. We hope they will do better next time. The administration of Wanyange Girls Secondary School, led by the head teacher, Mrs. Vasekanacho Deborah Wesonga, for hosting the ideological orientation seminar for the youth and women leaders very comfortably. I hope the graduates will testify to this. Lastly, let's also salute ourselves, members of the Defense Organizing Committee, our engineers, technicians, doctors, all other medical staff, the political commissars and civic officers, all the militants who were very involved during this week and who made this program a success. To all, we remain indeed indebted. Your Excellency, the celebration of Tarehesita 2024 has been a unique opportunity for the UPDF to reflect on its journey and work towards renewing and strengthening the strategic relationship with the people throughout the country. It is gratifying that the choice of Busoga region met the objectives for which strategic leadership set out. Finally, Your Excellency, these activities of Tarehesita and the Defense Forces Week remain an important annual event, and I want to say throughout the country and in the mission areas, similar activities that have been going on here have been undertaken wherever our units are deployed. The UPDF salutes all of you for the unwavering support, and we want to particularly salute the enthusiasm with which the people of Busoga welcomed the UPDF in this area. We remain indebted to you and thank you very much. Aruta continua for God and my country.
Thank you, the CPC. I humbly request we give him another round of applause for those works that the teams did. Your Excellency, the headmistress of Wanyang is in our midst, and I request she stands for recognition because there she is, sir. She did give us very good hospitality in the whole week that we were there using the facilities of the school. It would be unfair for us not to recognize her. Sir, in our midst, General retired Ivan Koreta. I request he stands up for recognition, sir. General retired Kaya Kayihura. Lieutenant General Peter Elwelu, the Deputy CDF. Lieutenant General retired Nakibus Lakara. Lieutenant General retired Andrew Guti. Major General Leopold Kianda, the Joint Chief of Staff, who steered the Defense Organizing Committee to arrange this. Thank you, sir. Major General retired Stephen Kashaka. Major General retired Burundi Nyamunywanisa. Major General retired Waswa Samuel. Major General Henry Masiko, you have seen him. Major General retired Joshua Masaba. Major General retired John Mateka. Major General retired Innocent Oula. Major General Dr. Ambrose Musinguzi. Major General Vakasumba Jackson, Chief of Staff Land Forces. Major General Francis Okello, our Commandant National Defense College. Major General Don Nawasa, Command of the 3rd Division. Major General retired Michael Ondoga. And Major General retired Wakaro. Your Excellency, with your permission, before I invite the Chancellor, I'd like to present to you a poem by our children. I know how much you love the Wazukuru. Let me have the poem by the children. Since you are children, better come running. You didn't put in.
Thank you so much, His Excellency, and the Mami, everyone around. These are the children from Luka. We are scouts. We are here to present a poem to our great dad, our great grandfather, and also our great soldiers who are celebrating the 43rd anniversary today. Please, the characters in the poem are real, and it is our sincere gratitude to them. We come from Luka. We are moving with the fraternity of Luka District Local Government. Thank you so much.
Celebrating the people's struggles for unity, security, peace, for socio-economic transformation. UPDF, UPDF, UPDF. The Uganda People's Defense Forces. What a great job you do. Protecting us, building schools, building hospitals, and also improving the buildings at the airport. We thank so much the NRM government under the leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Babyface for initiating Tarehesita. Today we celebrate our great soldiers. We also thank His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for introducing parish development model. People are now living happy lives. Long live Museveni Tofa Kumain. We also do appreciate Honorable Millie Babalanda, the Minister for Presidency, for her great effort in organizing resident district commissioners and patriotism in schools. With our defense forces, we shall always fight for peace, unity, and a good livelihood of the people of Uganda. Long live UPDF. Long live NRM. Long live His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. For God and my country.
Thank you so much. That has been our piece of a poem that we presented for our granddad. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Your Excellency, sir, we are also joined by defense advisors. They are from Egypt, Brigadier General Mohammed Mbabe, DF from Egypt. Thank you. DF from Sudan, Brigadier General Faizo. Defense advisor from Kenya, Colonel Patrick Ukaduda. From Tanzania, Colonel Hamza Bura. From France, Lieutenant Colonel Yan Scholler. From Russia, Lieutenant Colonel Evzenier Shenelev. From the United States of America, Lieutenant Colonel Christian Nomba. And from Turkey, Lieutenant Colonel Kaniel Sanglam. My protocol people had not indicated. In our midst is retired Lieutenant General Proscovia Naruiso. Ma'am, we recognize you as well. Your Excellency, again, I know people are feeling cold. I needed them to get warm. Allow me to invite the district MP for Bugweri to entertain you and make our people warm. Honorable Rachel Magora.
Your Excellency, tusangaire baba kakaire. Abagweri owe. Baba ibye mukoba mutya. Mukube kumizira twanirize baba. Sebo Lieutenant General Kakaire tikuwalindi tukwebaza baba olw'okwidha waidukira dada waife chirunda chive idinda nga dijje wetegeka okutaakwa banga ina abagweri balage baba nti basangaire nkwebaza okuleeta Tarehesita ewaife wano abagweri babona ku birungi UPDF byasobola okola. Baba tukwebaza. Ndi kusaba baba chirunda chive idinda yaleka nga ali kuzimba office ya district. Baba nenze nkukobere mangu wano otugemere kuba yatandika ni foundation ya amaani ino. Muna DJ ndi kulinda okutamu banga ina Volume 7. Abagweri away. Emizirati wulira. Opangaina. Opangeyo. Opangaina. Opangeyo. Opangaina babaka opangeyo. Opangaina. Opangeyo. La marano ni kunonya. La marano ni kumonya. La marano moyo kono makakaile opangaina. La marano ni kunonya. La marano ni kumonya. La marano moyo kono ma opangaina. Wamesera setori wa makureti. Wakunomule sobolu kuyokulira makureti. Nasiba masko kusiyo wile kuwa makureti. Nabana mochi wakakubona kuwa makureti. Wamesera setori wa makureti. Wakunomule sobolu kulira makureti. Tuwajanga mbisko ebemisa na kuwa makureti. Wamareti chiwa kumakako kuwa makureti. Opangaina, opangeyo, opangaina, opangeyo, opangaina, opangeyo, opangaina, opangeyo. Lwali lwakusano, zawo depeda, naja mwakusaride na mwenda, jameka no mwana makureti kwenemba. Mama kureti wetu biba bodi no musada yandira zensina musada neri na nenda kulichusa nenda Museveni nenda Mfumbo obangai nzawo watuka tiogwa ya wala awon wala barasani na chitanda nakabisa munda muone yandira mayenda yowe owepe mama barete ku nenda yowe barete ku nenda Museveni mwana ngwaro yowe mwana ngwaro yowe mwana ngwala ya twali yote yamana mwana ngwala ya twali yamana mwana ngwala twali yote yamana mwana ngwala twali yote yamana timbanganti kozi mulwaire timbanganti kozi misamba la marano ni kulonya la marano ni kumonya la marano moyo kunoma oba kirina Just Abagweri Buriya! Ababa kamwe maneno akaluluka Museveni oye Timuhaburu oye Tapakumaini oye
And
Another round of applause for Rachel Magola, Honorable. Mwebale emizire egyo. Now the dancers have earned themselves a presidential photograph, you know? Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I now request for your permission to invite the Master of Ceremonies for the Chancery, Major General George Igumba, to come and present to you awardees.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, the First Lady and the Minister for Education and Sports, Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable Prime Minister Emeritus Chintu Musoke, the First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Community Affairs, Mama Busoga Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, the Third Deputy Prime Minister and Minister without portfolio, Haja Turkia Nakadama Isanga, Honorable Cabinet Ministers and Ministers of State here present, the Secretary General, National Resistance Movement, Honorable Members of Parliament, Their Excellencies, the Ambassadors and High Commissioners here present, the Service Chiefs, their Lordships, the Bishops and their equivalents, the Prime Minister of Soga Kingdom and their Royal Highnesses, the Chiefs of Soga Kingdom, distinguished invited guests in their respective capacities, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On this 43rd Tarehesita Day anniversary celebrations, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, is pleased to recognize by award of medals of honor to 51 persons, among whom 6 are female. To do the presentation is me, Major General George Igumba, the Master of Ceremonies for the Chancery, as per Section 14(1) and 2 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended. Now, therefore, in accordance with Section 3, Part 2 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, has approved the award of medals to 51 persons, among whom 6 are female, during this year's 43rd Tarehesita Day anniversary celebrations. And the medals are in the categories of the Honorary Medal, Police, the Long Service with Good Conduct Gold, 30 years plus, the Exemplary Service Order Second Class, the Nalubale Medal, the Royal Triangle Medal, the National Independence 60th Diamond Jubilee Anniversary Medal, the Masaba Star Medal. The names of the 51 awardees were duly considered by the Presidential Awards Committee, comprising of 9 eminent persons, with Ambassador Beatrice Wabdea as the chairperson and Hajat Zamina Malole as the secretary, under the aegis of the Minister for the Presidency, Honorable Millie Babirie Babalanda. Now, award of the Honorary Medal, Police. Pursuant to Section 3.3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the honor of the Honorary Medal is awarded to civilians who have shown unwavering support to the Uganda Police Force programs in respect of community policing, donations including land, buildings, and other logistics, thus making police operations easier and improving the welfare of officers. The one awardee who has been duly approved is none other than Mr. Kadulu Zakaria, who was born in 1966 in Chirika Sub-County, Chiboku District. Award of the long service with good conduct, gold 30 years plus police medal. Pursuant to Section 3.3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the honor of long service with good conduct medal is awarded to officers with long service years with a clean and uninterrupted service to the force. The 2 awardees who have been duly approved are Assistant Commissioner of Police Vest Jekris from Shen District, Assistant Inspector of Police Namuyonga Judith from Bugweri District. Award of the Exemplary Service Order Second Class Police Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.3, Second Schedule, Part 2A of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the honor of the Exemplary Service Order Second Class Medal is awarded to a Deputy Inspector General of Police, a former Deputy Inspector General of Police, an Assistant Inspector General of Police, a former Assistant Inspector General of Police, and other police officers of similar rank. The 2 awardees who have been duly approved are Major General Jack Agonza Wakasumba from Bundibujo District and Assistant Inspector General of Police Jess Kamnanuri Musenene from Shema District. Award of the Nalubale Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001, as amended, the honor of the Nalubale Medal is awarded to all civilian activists who have contributed towards the political development of Uganda, either through armed struggle or civil disobedience and otherwise, right from colonial times to date. The 11 awardees, Your Excellency, who have been duly approved are Honorable Shaban Nkut, may his soul rest in peace, from Bugweri District. David Kagoro Kanjire, may his soul rest in peace, from Ruchiga District. Karams James, may his soul rest in peace, from Kabale District. Bitwari Habat, may his soul rest in peace, from Rubanda District. Nkoko William, may his soul rest in peace, from Mayuge District. Mbigiti James, may his soul rest in peace, from Bugweri District. Kauliza Kasada Benon, may his soul rest in peace, from Mayuge District. Ntale Rashid, may his soul rest in peace, from Mayuge District. Mr. Kato Tom Aboki from Kabarore District. Mr. Makobere Sarapio from Mubende District. Mr. Chibedi Zake Wanme from Bugweri District. Award of the Royal Triangle Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the honor of the Royal Triangle Medal is awarded to any person, military or civilian, who either joined the struggle or operated closely with armed freedom fighters against dictatorships in Uganda from 1981 to 1986. The 17 awardees who have been duly approved are Resistance Officer number 002016, Lieutenant Paulo Sebuliba from Chiboga District. Resistance Army number 000369, Warrant Officer Class 1, Byarugaba Moses from Kazo District. Resistance Army number 020070, Warrant Officer Class 1, Koyada Serugo Kasumba from Chiboga District. Resistance Army number 001674, Warrant Officer 1, Nakazi Harriet from Mityana District. Resistance Army number 224564, Warrant Officer Class 1, Sekamanje Mohammed. Resistance Army Veteran number 000126, Warrant Officer Class 1, Kiza William from Masindi District. Resistance Army Veteran number 070374, Warrant Officer Class 1, Ngobi Yusuf from Bende District. Resistance Army number 098229, Warrant Officer Class 1, Oyat Thomas from Gulu District. Resistance Army number 047841, Warrant Officer Class 2, Moro Zakayo from Obongi District. Resistance Army number 137671, Warrant Officer Class 2, Okelo Cericio from Agago District. Resistance Army number 010388, Staff Sergeant Amone Matthew from Pade District. Resistance Army number 127762, Sergeant Second Edward from Kono District. Resistance Army Veteran number 128034, Sergeant Charigonza Ali from Bundibujo District. And last in this category is Resistance Army number 079119, Corporal Naloiso Jane from Chiboga District. Mr. Nume Godfrey from Chiboga District. Mr. Sevido Bone from Mubende District. Ms. Joyce Rugasa from Masaka District. Award of the 60th Diamond Jubilee Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001 as amended, the honor of the National Independence 60th Diamond Jubilee Medal is awarded to a person in recognition of outstanding service and loyalty to the country from 9th October 1962 to 9th October 2023, and who has championed and contributed significantly to the struggle for independence, or to a person who has continued to protect the independence of Uganda. The 12 awardees who have been duly approved are Haji Ziwa Sulaiman Luzige from Bende District, Mr. Sadara Wandira from Iganga District, Mr. Ndori Ileni, Assistant Commissioner of Prisons from Kisoro District, Mr. Alex Magola, Assistant Superintendent of Prisons from Budaka District, Mr. Joseph Okelo, Principal Officer 2, may his soul rest in peace, from Apache District, Mr. Justin Omadi Ilelo, Senior Agriculture Officer from Palisade District, Miss Onzia Janet, Assistant Nursing Officer from Arua District. Mr. Charles Tumwesije from Mitoma District. Mr. Nelson Guma from Terego District. Mr. Pontius Ezuma from Arua District. Mr. Asa Kule Musinguzi from Kasese District. And Mr. Frederick Kayanja Kiza from Kono District. The last category, Your Excellency, is the award of the Masaba Star Medal. Pursuant to Section 3.2, Second Schedule, Part 1 of the National Honors and Awards Act 2001, as amended, the Masaba Star Medal is awarded to Defense Forces personnel under the same circumstances described in the award of the Kabalega Medal, but where the gallantry is not as conspicuous as in the Kabalega Medal. The 6 awardees who have been duly approved are Resistance Officer number 01685, Major General George Igumba from Iganga District. Resistance Officer number 07858, Brigadier General David Robert Goni from Stronko District. Resistance Officer number 08657, Brigadier General Charity Beinababo from Chirura District. Resistance Officer number 00004, Captain Ingilia Valerian Ruaheru, may his soul rest in peace, from Mbarara District. Resistance Officer 0009, Captain James Birihanze, may his soul rest in peace, from Mbarara District. Resistance Officer 00010, Captain Wright Omongin from Toro District. Your Excellency, that marks the end of my submission. I thank you for your kind attention and patience. I beg to submit for God and my country.
Thank you, Major General George Igumba, and congratulations for being one of the awardees. A round of applause for the awardees, and we thank you, Excellency, for recognizing people's contribution. Major General Igumba is accompanied by his wife, clad in that yellow gomesi. The protocol has given me other people that they had skipped. The Defense Attaché at the Rwanda High Commission, Colonel Ruzinda, is in our midst as well. The Defense Attaché at the Algerian Embassy. No, wrong. Yes, at the Algerian Embassy, Colonel Lamek Tarid. The Defense Attaché at the Embassy of the Republic of South Africa, Brigadier General Thick Bor, no, the Republic of South Sudan. My apologies, Brigadier General Thick Bergil, and the Defense Attaché at the Ethiopian Embassy, Major Farid Kumusa. Your Excellency, sir, with those awardees, allow me invite the Chief of Defense Forces, Honorable General Wilson Mbasu Mbadi, to come and make his remarks and introduce to you his guests. General Mbadi, sir. If we are giving him the applause for the job done by the UPDF, I pray that it becomes louder. For indeed, he has commanded us well to do the things we have done according to our ideology, fed on to us by the Commander-in-Chief.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, Mama Janet Kataha, the Vice President, the Prime Minister Emeritus, the First Deputy Prime Minister, the Third Prime Minister, the Secretary General, Ministers and Ministers of State, the Honorable Members of Parliament, ambassadors, religious leaders, cultural leaders, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, first of all, I want to welcome you to Busesa, where we are celebrating the 43rd birthday of our People's Army, when a group of 27 armed youths led by yourself conducted an audacious early morning operation at Kabamba Military Training School, which is now Uganda Military Academy, Kabamba, to launch the successful protracted struggle of the NRA UPDF. And this is what has delivered to Ugandans consistent peace, security, and stability, which they are using to transform the country socially and economically. We are very excited to say we call you our founding father, and therefore this is probably Founding Father's Day to you. We also want to again congratulate you for being elected the chairman of 2 global communities of NAM and the G77 plus China. These communities boast of about 80% of the population of the world. Your Excellency, before I make my remarks, I would like to inform you that we have been joined by delegation from sister countries. First and foremost is a delegation from Rwanda, led by the Chief of the Defense Staff of Rwanda Defense Forces, General Mbaraka Muganga. He's seated on your side, and as usually you do, you may wish to have a picture with them, sir. He came with 3 others. The next delegation is from Ethiopia, led by General Getachew Gudina. He came with 4 others. The next is from the Republic of Kenya, led by Lieutenant General Njiru Peter Mbogo, the commander of the Kenyan Army. The next is from the Republic of South Sudan, led by Lieutenant General James Kong Chol. The next is from the United Republic of Tanzania, led by Major General Gagut Marco Elisha. Next, the CDF of the Somali National Army, Major General Ibrahim Sheikh Muhyiddin. Next is a delegation from the Republic of Algeria, led by the Permanent Secretary Minister of National Defense of Algeria, Major General Mohamed Salah Ben Bicha. Next is from the Republic of Burundi, led by Brigadier General Barandereka Teles. He's the chief of recruitment and training out there. The other one is from the Republic of Namibia, Canon Jalo Alphonse. Their CDF was not able to come because of what has befallen them. He lost his commander-in-chief. Last but not least is from the Democratic Republic of Congo, a delegation of 22, led by Major General Kasongo Maloba Robert. Your Excellency and all the invited guests, as already informed, Tarehesita is this annual event that UPDF celebrates with Ugandans wherever they are, both here and wherever our troops are, in general, in a nostalgic way, to commemorate the founding of the new Uganda and the true liberation through the patriotic sacrifices of Fronansa, NRA, and the UPDF, whose earlier commemorations we used to conduct in the barracks. But from the 24th anniversary, we realized the need to take the barracks outside in a rotational manner, and therefore according to regions. That's why we found ourselves in Busoga here, so that we can thank the people as the backbone of our struggle and foundation security. Because I learned that in Busoga, that they say ataidukira byaira tafumbata mukaire. So we didn't want to appear like we have forgotten the support that the people of Busoga gave to the struggle. So we had to come and kufumbata them in the manner that the CPC here described. The second reason, Your Excellency, was to express our solidarity with the people here and symbolically give back to the population through the many quick impact activities that the CPC detailed here. And obviously, through these activities, reaffirm our strategic link between us and the population. As you've been told, these activities commenced with the national launch at the Modeva headquarters, and we chose Busoga to continue retracing the Fronasa circuit as we remember the first liberation cells in Busoga to express our solidarity with the population for their support during the revolutionary infancy, especially in the 70s and even in the 80s, as we recognize the earlier efforts in the fight against Amin on the Mayuge front. Your Excellency, this circuit took us to Mbale in 2022, and this same circuit took us to Mbarara, Wide and Mbarara last year, and so this year we are here. The second reason is to commemorate the defeat of Lakwena and her so-called Holy Spirit movement outlaws when they entered the sub-region from Tororo on the morning of the 16th October, because here they met a lethal combination of local volunteers and our force, which squeezed them and totally annihilated them to the extent that finally by the 24th of October, we had wiped out that force. So we want to appreciate the support that the Busoga gave to our forces. Coming here also enables the UPDF to closely conduct civil military activities which the CPC elaborated that may address the underlying factors that make this region vulnerable to the activities of extremist groups such as ADF, who continue to recruit from this region. We wanted to find out. Fourth was to marshal the demographic significance of Busoga sub-region and its propensity to continue building on its previous performance to channel out a critical mass towards the values of patriotism more than ever before. That's why these orientation activities were taking place through the CPC. And the event, we also thought that would emulate wealth creation efforts like okuvuba bulungi, wetland utilization, the parish model, the Myoga programs, and general ideological and political work, which we have done among the youth and the groups. The theme that we chose was to celebrate the people's struggle for unity, security, and peace, for socio-economic transformation. The people, because nothing done outside the interests of the people of Ugandans can endure. The struggle for unity, because the best way to predict the future is to create it with them. Aiming at security and peace, because the two are very necessary for human security, wealth creation, and economic transformation. All these things fear insecurity. If there is no peace and security, they cannot exist. And all this for socio-economic transformation, because a poverty-stricken population is highly vulnerable to manipulators and predators, both locally and from foreign countries. Your Excellency and invited guests, to sustain the current ideological focus and efforts towards the total liberation of Ugandans from peasantry to socio-economically transformed society, our week activities included what the CPC mentioned here in very great detail, and I don't need to repeat it. We think that this enables us to share between the people, the focused efforts and activities to the core principle that the army and the people need each other, and therefore the army must always be pro-people and disciplined. This way, the people remain our strategic partners. We therefore want to salute those who have paid the ultimate price. The CPC mentioned some of them here. I remember also Mbigiti, late Mbigiti, late Nkoko, late Tintale, late Kasada in the 70s, and late Right Honorable Kivejinja in the 80s, for the cause and freedom we now enjoy. And as we gather here, we all know that Uganda has sailed through and recovered from the most violent and turbulent storms in our history. But Your Excellency, suffice to say that we have fully achieved our mission to pacify the country and laid a very firm foundation to create an environment that can steer the economy for socio-economic transformation and the mutual benefit of all Ugandans. Certainly, this comes with patriotic sacrifice, as it can be remembered that the NRA and the UPDF at one time happily worked without salaries. Taking a cue for even more operations other than war to ensure not just physical security, but in a more broader sense, encompass freedom from threats, real or perceived, intimidation and other pressures from whatever source that would undermine the basic rights, the welfare and property of our people, the territorial integrity of our state, and the functioning of our system of governance. The UPDF will continue to support democracy to deepen the extent that now anybody can dream of leading this country, but nobody should dream of destabilizing it, because we have built both capacity for geostrategic security and participation in regional stability. And we are now also involved in non-kinetic activities to contribute to national development through food production. We are now using our Chief of Production and Welfare through industrialization by NEC. NEC is doing a lot through Choga Dynamics Limited. We now have NEC Straight for making armored vehicles, infantry vehicles. NEC Uzima, I think there are bottles in front of everybody here. These are made by ourselves. The Engineers Brigade, which is contributing to direct labor construction, which reduces costs. You've been giving them as an example. recently when we were at Kololo, and I think everybody understands. And Your Excellency, as we were waiting for you, some of the members of parliament from this region were thinking that we should now maybe transform the Defense Forces Week into a Defense Forces Month, because they see the impact of 1 week is more than the impact of the funds they are sent here for the whole year. That means that UPDF now has an unmatched record of performance because they are guided by a clear vision and leadership of securing Uganda's future. We therefore want to applaud Your Excellency and Commander-in-Chief for building a modern, professional, effective, and efficient force which is accountable to the people, and because it is anchored on a strong relationship with and submits to the civil authority. Therefore, to accelerate Uganda's socio-economic transformation, I want to assure Ugandans that UPDF will remain steadfast in contributing to Uganda's journey to modernity. I want to thank other sister institutions whose cooperation has over time enabled UPDF to be pronounced by public surveys as one of the most trusted public institutions in Uganda. As a Buddhist would say, unity can only be manifested by binary, and UPDF believes that for us to succeed, we must work together with others. I thank Your Excellency once again for finding time to grace this occasion with your presence. I want to thank all the political leaders who participated in our Tarehesita Defense Week, wherever we requested them to be, to hand over projects that we had initiated. I want to thank all the political leaders who are present here. I want to thank my counterparts, the CDFs and CGSs from the sister countries who have honored our invitation to come and commemorate with us. Allow me also to thank the organizers of this function through the Defense Organizing Committee, which was led or headed by my Joint Chief of Staff, General Leopold Chianda. This has been a wonderful function, although rain tried to disrupt it, but I think it has all ended well. I also want to thank all the corporate world who have contributed towards the success of this function, the media world for good coverage, and then the troops who presented very good and exciting parade here, even when it was raining on them. Lastly, Your Excellency, allow me once again to thank you for your founding father role and stewardship, building this formidable force that everybody is proud of from scratch is not an easy job. So we really want to thank you. I also want to thank the people of Uganda for the support they have untiringly continued to render to the UPDF throughout its various stages of development. And of course, we also thank ourselves for having maintained the revolutionary spirit of achieving with less where others had failed. I wish Your Excellency and everybody a happy and blessed 43rd anniversary. Aluta continua. Thank you for listening to me, for God and my country. At this juncture, Your Excellency, allow me to invite my Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs to come and introduce all the ministers who are here and then make his remarks. Thank you very much.
As the Honorable Minister is coming, Your Excellency, allow me quote General Museveni when he said, and I quote, "The people need the army, but the army cannot exist without the people." That has been our guiding ideology, knowing that we need the people, we cannot survive without the people, and we shall continue serving them, God being our guide with your mentorship.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and Mama Janet, Your Excellency, the Vice President, Jessica Alupo, Right Honorable First Deputy Prime Minister, Rebecca Kadaga, Third Deputy Prime Minister, Lukia Nakadama, the Secretary General of the NRM, Honorable Todong, colleague, ministers, and members of the diplomatic corps, Right Honorable Chintu Musoke, Honorable members of Parliament, the permanent secretaries, the permanent secretary, Minister of Defense, Your Excellency, send her apologies, but she is represented by the Undersecretary, Mama Lubuturo, the permanent secretary, Minister of Gender, Mr. Agule Chibenge, the Chief of Defense Forces, the cultural leaders of Busoga, the district leaders from Busoga sub-region, senior Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs officials, generals present, senior officers and militants of the UPDF, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, allow me, first of all, to thank you very much, Your Excellency, for accepting to honor this day today. Bana abasoga, twanirize President n'amaanyi mangi. Mukama amulese mu nkuba. Abasoga mwebale. Mukama wange President, abasoga bano bazze mu bungi.
abatudde eno tebabalaba naye basooka bangi nnyo. Mwebale kwagaana n'amagye gaffe, mwebalire ddala okukolagana n'amagye. Omukolo guno mwe muzze abangi okusinga abalala, mwebale nnyo. Your Excellency, we are going to be very brief, but allow me to mention the names of the members of parliament who have been able to come today, and then the ministers, Your Excellency, so that you see them. And if you please, Your Excellency, since you had a photo with MPs, I think, sir, you will also have a photo session with the ministers. Your Excellency, before we do that, allow me to mention a few people who have not been mentioned. We have the Deputy IGG. There are two. Dr. Patricia Achani Okiria is here. And Madame Anne Muheirwe is also present. Your Excellency, you have, among the business community, you have Tororo Cement is represented. And they have promised that they will support the UPDF to do more projects for the public. We have Kwagalana and the other businessmen from Kampala, if they are still here. I saw led by Kajoba. Those businessmen, please stand up for the president to see you and the first lady. Then we have Ashoko Leyland, who have decided to put up an assembly line for Leyland Motors, trucks. I don't know whether they're here. And we have the Secretary General of the NRM, but with a very big team. The Secretary General is Right Honorable Todong, but he has with him Dr. Tango Doi, Honorable Jane Alisemera, and Mr. Enoko Balata, and Major Aule, and Emmanuel Dombo. Honorable. Your Excellency, briefly, sir, allow us to mention the names of the MPs first, and then we go to the ministers. Then I will conclude.
Your Excellency, the following members of parliament are here with us to celebrate with you Tarehesita. We have Honorable Rachel Magola, the woman member of parliament for Bugweri district. We have Honorable Abdu Katuntu, the honorable member of parliament for Bugweri county. We have Honorable Bektia James, the honorable member of Bunya East in Mayuge district. We have Honorable Mariam Naigaga, the woman member of parliament for Namutumba district. We have Honorable Idi Isavirie, the honorable member of parliament for Bunya South in Mayuge district. We have Honorable John David, the honorable member of parliament for Butembe county. We have Honorable Esther Ambayo Mbulakubuza, the woman member of parliament for Luka district. We have Honorable Katari Loy, the woman member of parliament for Jinja district. We have Honorable Atongola Baroda, the honorable member of parliament for Kamuli municipality. We have Honorable Chisa Stephen, the woman member of parliament for Luka South. We have Honorable Waliumu Moses, the honorable member of Kagoma County. We have Honorable Taka Agnes, the woman member of parliament for Bugweri district. We also have Honorable Okeyo Peter, the honorable member of parliament for Bukoli Islands. We have Honorable Sebikali Joel, from the honorable member of Untwetwe. We have Honorable Kahonda Donanzio from Ruhinda. We We have Honorable Bitek Okot Jr. from Choga. We have Honorable Wakoli Godfrey from Mutivu. We have Honorable Alinaitre Ruben from Isingiro. We have Honorable Ayeku Patrick from Soroti. We have Honorable Ochero Norman Abim from Abim. We have Honorable Nakato Mary from Buyende. And we have Honorable Kauma Sauda Alibao from Iganga. And we also have myself, Bajire Agure Henry from Mayuke district. Your Excellency, there is one person here that wasn't mentioned, Muzeikezia Kituse of Migade Gombe, Wakiso district. She mesmerized us and told us a story that while you are struggling, she vividly remembers the scooter that you are riding to come to the house. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, we have second members and Honorable James Tweheyo, second member for workers. Honorable Lydia Wanyoto Mutende and Honorable Huda Oleru, who is also the Minister of State for Defense in charge of veteran affairs. Your Excellency, we also have the Women Chairperson, National Women's Council, Hajat Chibowa. We have also the Mioga National Coordinator, Ms. Namuenge Rita. Your Excellency, allow me to thank you very much for being here, sir, and gracing this ceremony where we celebrate the 43rd Tarehesita anniversary following a series of activities in the Defense Forces Week. Your Excellency, what we have been doing with the ministers presiding over district functions and the regional function presided over by Right Honorable Rebecca Litwara Kadaga, and the national function launch was presided over by Right Honorable Prime Minister Majegere. Your Excellency, I will not read my speech because most of the points that have been made by the CDF and the CPC. But allow me, Your Excellency, once again to say that you have indicated before that you are going to build a modern, disciplined, and strong force, the army. Your Excellency, you have made it. We have, even the Basoga, wherever we have been in Busoga, they have mentioned that, by the way, we have a disciplined army. Your Excellency, we sincerely thank you for your efforts, and we sincerely thank you for making us proud as Ugandans that we have a people's army. Your Excellency, we had many engagements with the locals, but out of the issues that were a bit complicated, one included land issues in the Jinja district. Some people have grabbed land meant for the health, the hospital, and other parts. That one, we were going to give you a report so that you direct the relevant ministries to handle this. The other one was about fishermen. The CDF has talked about it. The fishermen have agreed to cooperate with the FPU to stop illegal fishing. But they have also asked you, Your Excellency, through us, that government should support the fishermen to get loans to start buying the gears that are allowed. They also requested Your Excellency to stop importation of illegal nets in this country. They say that they are imported and they are allowed by the URA. They also said they need more misomo, they need more training and education so that they understand exactly what they are doing, and maybe that will make them stop the illegal fishing. Your Excellency, allow me at this juncture, sir, to thank you once again and request my brother to bring the list of ministers so that I read them, and then I invite the Vice President later on to invite you, sir. According to the program, I'm the one to invite you, but Your Excellency, as you know, when the Vice President is around, I don't want to stand in those bigger shoes. Your Excellency, please get the name of the ministers, please come and we introduce you so that the people of Busoga know that you accompanied the President to this very wonderful function. Honorable ministers, please join me here. Please join me so that we save on time. Your Excellency, we have General Katumba Amara, the Minister of Works and Transport. We have Honorable Matia Kasaija, the Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development. We have Honorable Babalanda, the Minister for Presidency. We have Honorable Minsa Kabanda, the Minister for Kampala. We have Honorable General Jim Muhwezi, the Minister for Security. We have Honorable Bright Wamirama, the Minister of State for Agriculture, in charge, Amagana, in charge, Animal Industry. We have Honorable, Omukuru bamulesi bane munsonyiwe. Oh, Mukamangi President. Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, omwana we omusoga mama edobozi lyo bawulire ku
webale ino Minister Sempija, Your Excellency President waife ni mama baba kakaire tusanga ino okubona. High Excellency Vice President Mutesi owe Bugweri, abagendo baife bonabona tusanga ino okubabona mwe bali kuida. Your Excellency kula Busoga tusanga ino kula Bugweri tusimire irala. Just nenda kwongera kantu kano ku bintu obangana byayogeire nti mutawande wange nguli Alhaji Kiwe Jinja ya designinga bulungi headquarters eyo yatamu ne sente kyatu kwenda okusaba nti engineering brigade egimalirize asobole okuwummula emirembe. Your Excellency, ekindi twenda okusiima twenda okusiima exploration discovery ey'obugaga bw'omwitaka mu Busoga obungi eno. Olw'ensonga eyo tuli kusaba busatu buti. Ekisooka tuli kusaba nti tutandike okusomesa abaana bya mineralogy either Busitema University oba Busoga University
ku Marine School, Marine University e Namusagali, bibenga abasomera ebya minerals kubanga diri hano mu kyalo kyaife. Tuli kusaba nti amasomero gaife agandi gatandika okusomesa rudimentary level ku bya minerals egitajja degree rudimentary abaana baife basobola okufuna emirimu. Tuli kusaba nti tuli kwetaaga scholarship z'okusoma ebintu ebyo abantu basobola okubifunamu. Tuli kusaba otuweereze geological officer wano e Busoga kubanga geological officer aliwo ali Tororo. Bwe tuba twetaaga okufuna amagezi tulina kujja Tororo. So tuli kusaba tufune mu kitundu kino kubanga no muli ebugaga bw'omu itaka. Baba tusangaire n'okubona ni mama tusangaire wewe ndukwide wangi kale.
Mama webale Honorable Right Honorable Lukia Nakadama, Third Deputy Prime Minister and Member of Parliament. Honorable Lumumba ye Minister wa Prime Minister's Office, General Duties. Era yabadde omu ku basomesa baffe abavubuka n'abakyala. Honorable Passes Namuganza, Mrs. Honorable Olelu Huda, Minister Omubezi wa Defense to all veterans. Honorable Jacob Oboth, Minister of State for Defense. Honorable Gume Frederick. Honorable Namuyangu Jennifer Chidachonka. Honorable Rose Lily. Honorable Mugarara Martin. Mugarara Martin. Honorable Kabianga. Honorable Sam Mayanja. Honorable Mary Mugasa, the Honorable C. Kaboyo, Honorable Agnes Nandutu. Your Excellency, Bright Ramira Bamwagara Bwagazi, Namogedeko. Your Excellency, allow me at this juncture to invite the Vice President to invite you, sir. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, General Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and Mama, First Lady and the Minister of Education and Sports, the Right Honorable Alitwala Kadaga, the First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Affairs, the Third Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, the ambassadors and members of the diplomatic corps, members of Parliament, Your Excellency, allow me to stand on the protocol that has already been established. Your Excellency and Mama, Sangaire Kubona, Nze Mutesi wa Bugweri. Your Excellency, this is a district where I acquired that name when we were doing a by-election for the Right Honorable Kiruna Kibinja. May his soul rest in peace. Though we lost that by-election to Abdu Katuntu, at least I was able to walk away with a very good name, Mutesi. Your Excellency, every 6th of February, is a special day for both the UPDF and all the people of Uganda, where we converge to honor the contribution and sacrifices which were made by patriotic Ugandans, led by you, Your Excellency, in the NRA armed struggle, which set a new stage for Uganda we see today. Indeed, it was a fundamental change. Your Excellency, the theme of today, i.e., coming together, is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success, celebrating the people's struggle for unity, security, and peace. Challenges all of us to always safeguard the peace, unity, stability, and democracy ushered in by the patriots who sacrificed their lives to liberate this country. Your Excellency, the level of discipline and professionalism of the UPDF is one of the best in the world. Let me congratulate you, Your Excellency, for professionalizing our national army to the global standards. In the spirit of Pan-Africanism, the UPDF, under your guidance, Your Excellency, have excelled and continue to excel in a number of strategic missions on the African continent, setting a stage for all the African people to unite, integrate in their quest for social economic transformation. I would like to end by thanking the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs and the CDF for organizing this colorful celebration. Your Excellency, it's now my singular honor and privilege to invite you to come and address the nation. The floor is yours, sir.
Sit down, please, sit down. Excellency, the Vice President, sir.
Vice President Waife.
Murusoga,
Ndiyo no baba.
Bwani Orusogo Orivi.
Ninze omukyala owa Bugweri, Member of Parliament.
Mwara Waife.
Yes, sir, muwala wo.
Her Excellency, the Vice President.
Vice President Waife.
All the other leaders of the government and the party.
Abakulembeze baife mwena mwena aba government n'aba NRM party.
The members of the diplomatic corps.
Abageni baife abava kuluya abakola muno.
The delegations which have come to be with us.
Abageni abaidi okuba nifo olwaleero okuva mu nsi edenda.
The religious leaders.
Baise ife mu Katonda.
The cultural leaders.
Bababa baife abobuwangwa.
N'abasoga mwena mwena koideyo. Abasoga muliyo. Mwebale ino. We have taken long. I will make a few remarks.
Kyakogera bitontono.
The first one is to salute the people of Busoga who participated in our struggles and sacrifice.
Nja kusiima abasoga abali mu kulwana kwaife n'okwewaayo.
The people who are getting medals here today
abantu abafunye emidaali olwaleero
comprised of some of the children of the people who were killed by Idi Amin.
n'abamu ku baana abaafira balata baibwe nga bayitibwa Idi Amin.
Idi Amin executed in public here in Jinja.
Idi Amin yayita abantu eidinda mu lujjudde
By firing squad.
nga babakuba emundu nga watakalabba.
No, Akaraba sika akumuwala. Akaraba is a scaffold.
Akalabba ni boto omuguwa muno. Firing squad n'okukuba emundu.
Yes. Now, right here among the people who are getting medals,
abafunye emidaali,
I saw the children of Butwari from Kabale. Come and stand there.
abaana ba Lutwali okuva e Kabale.
Come and stand on the other platform.
Iddo yemerere gano bakube ne bulungi. Ija.
This one here, this one, no, this one here. I don't know whether the other, his father was executed by firing squad in Kabale.
Owundi gwe baakubira e Kabale.
Then I saw I don't know whether the other children of Kalambuzi are there.
Abaana ba Kalambuzi.
And Kanjire, David Kanjire. Their parents were executed in the stadium in Kabale by Idi Amin.
Baba b'abaana abo baabayitira mu lujjudde mu kisaawe mu stadium y'omupiira.
Kabale.
E Kabale.
Then I saw the daughter of Ntale.
Muwala wa Ntale.
I saw the widow of Ntale.
Nina mwandu wa Ntale.
But for her, she's walking badly.
Aye mukosefu mu.
Omukeiro oyo. Omukeiro wa Ntale.
Alikuida baba.
Then the ones of Nkoko.
N'abankoko.
Those were executed in Jinja here.
Abo bayitibwa mu idinda wano.
In the public firing squad.
Mu maiso g'abantu bona nga babatugumula n'emmundu.
That old lady who is walking is a wife of Ntale.
Omukyalo oyo gwe bagemyeku ni muka Ntale.
And this girl who is coming is the daughter.
Ni muwala we.
Then the daughter of Kasada. Kasada was killed, was an engineer.
Muwala wa Kasada engineer.
Kasada was an engineer. He had been trained in Czechoslovakia.
Yasomera e Czechoslovakia.
And was estates manager of Makerere University.
Yali estate manager we Makerere University.
Muwala wa Kasada. Then I saw the boy from Mbigiti.
Mutabani wa Mbigiti.
That one was also killed.
Oyo yena yayitibwa.
Then Rubanga the photographer.
Rubanga omukubi w'ebifaananyi.
So these are some of the people who are from the families. Just a sample. You didn't talk about other parts.
Bano n'abatontono abava mu families edo edda abantu abalwanirira eddembe lya Uganda. Era bayitibwa.
Between 1966 between 1966
okuva mu 1966
and 1986
n'olu1986
800,000 Ugandans were killed by political violence, by government.
Abantu emitwalo 800 bayitibwa nga gavumenti nebayise.
And in the Rural Triangle alone, we lost like 300,000.
Rural Triangle twafiisa abantu oti mitwalo 3.
I saw some of the people from Muruwero who got medals like Nume. Nume, I saw you there. Nume.
Yabwaineku Numa okuva e Luweero bafunye omudaali.
Wakatoka njira linga Nume. Nume was one of our supporters in Katoka Anjiri, in the near opposite Kapeka.
Yali muwagizi waife kumpi ne Kapeeka.
And not the people who were killed there. He knows the people who were killed there.
Era idi abayitibwa.
So, therefore, thank you very much. Zoyo Ture. So I want to thank the people of Busoga
Nebaza abantu b'e Busoga
for being together with other Ugandans
okubaala n'abana Uganda abandi
and supporting the struggle.
Bawagira okulwana olutalo olw'okwenunula.
Here, I started operating here in 1971-72.
Natandika okolera muno mu mwaka 72.
One time, I brought, together with somebody else, a Tanzanian.
Olundi naleeta Omutanzania.
We brought 12 submachine guns.
Twaleeta submachine gun 12
from Bukoba in Tanzania.
Okuva e Bukoba e Tanzania.
Through Moshi, through Arusha, through Mombasa.
Okubita Moshi, Arusha,
Mombasa.
Ne Mombasa.
Then we put the guns on the train.
Bata emundu eddo ku train.
And we came and got them out at Iganga railway station.
Baditolera mu Iganga ku railway station.
And we hired a room.
Bapangisa akasenge.
There was a new lodge there at the end of the old town.
Walinga wakaloji kumbali y'ekibuga.
And we put our four boxes, each one with 3 submachine guns.
Twaba n'ebibox byaife bina nga buli kimu kirimu submachine gun 3.
And locked them there.
Twabisibira omwo.
Now, to stay in the room the whole day without moving, you would be suspicious.
Okusigala omwo nga timufulwimweku kyandireese okubuusabuusa nti ye bano dibaani.
So we just got in taxis, just going anywhere.
Twafuna taxi twatambulanga butambule.
Go to the bus park, and then they were so announced, Namwendwa, wa.
Baaninanga buli taxi ede Namwendwa, dona nga bali kuninanga bunine.
Then you hear the last name.
Mabo obulira erina erisembayo.
The one they were announcing.
Lye basembayo okulanga.
And the last name was Namasagari.
Erisembayo yali Namasagali.
So we got in the taxi and we went all the way up to Namasagari, then came back in the evening, got our boxes out, got in the taxi, and got them to Kampala.
So bagenda Namusagari basiibeeyo bayire iggulo baata ebintu byabwe mu mmotoka baanina taxi bagolola e Kampala.
And we had our camp in the forest in Kitierera.
Era baali n'enkambi yaibwe mu kibira ekitierera.
So Busoga participated in our struggle.
Busoga yakola ino mu lutwala lwaife.
However, I want you Ugandans to know
aye ndikwenda abana Uganda mumanne
that our liberation was not only by ourselves only.
Okwenunula tikwali bo bonka.
And I'm very happy to have a delegation from Tanzania.
Nsani kwenda okuba n'abagenyi okuva e Tanzania.
Stand up. Mwalimu Nyerere helped us a lot.
Mwalimu Nyerere yatuyamba ino.
In training,
okutendeka,
in equipment,
mu birwanisa ebyokozesa.
Even he committed Tanzanian army to fight Idi Amin.
Yaleta n'amagye okudda okulwanisa Amin.
The other country which helped us
ensi edindi ezaatuyambako
was Mozambique.
yali Mozambique.
So when you talk about the history, talk about it properly.
Bwe twogera nga twogera ebyafaayo obulungi.
Tanzania, Mozambique.
Tanzania, Mozambique.
Mwalimu
Mwalimu Nyerere,
Samora Machel.
Samora Machel.
So I thank you very much.
Bebaza nnyo.
The people of Uganda, when we brought our ideas,
Bwe twaleeta ebirowoozo byaife,
you accepted them.
mweyikiriza.
Because if you did not accept our ideas,
Singa timweyikiriza ndowooza zaife,
we would have been isolated.
twandibaire nga tusosoirwa.
So you have seen that our ideas were correct.
Mwabona nti ebiduubo byaffe bye twaleeta byali bituufu.
On the side of security,
Ku byokwerinda,
on the side of the economy,
ku byenfuna,
our ideas were correct.
byali bituufu. Ebirowoozo byaffe byali bituufu, ebiduubo byaffe bye
That's why the
twaleeta.
economy has grown so much,
Kyeva tukulankulaine nno tuti,
but it could grow more
aye tusobola okula okusingawo.
if you get rid of corruption.
Singa tuvaamu obugubuze.
You must fight the corrupt people.
Tulina okulwanisa abagubuze.
And also fight the ones who don't care.
N'abo abatafaayo.
On the side of security,
Ku byokwerinda,
we are going to tighten security.
tujjanweza obukuumi.
We have a strong army.
Tulina ame y'amaanyi, tulina amagye g'amaanyi.
The police forces, the intelligence services, the prison services,
Abapoliisi, abakeesi,
abamakomera,
ab'amakomera,
the Uganda Wildlife Force are very capable
bona bona basobozi
and educated.
ate baasoma.
Because you remember we started the culture.
Twatandika omuze enkola
ono omwana alowooza nti olusoga si lwidi.
baba niwe kakaire bamba lwidi
nze kakaire. We started the culture of recruiting educated people in the army.
batandika enkola ey'okuleeta abaasoma mu magye.
Different from Idi Amin and the colonialists who are recruiting illiterate people.
Nga tituli oti Amini n'abazungu abaaleetanga abataasoma.
Now, because of that, these people learn very quickly.
Ku lwekyo bano beega mangu nnyo.
So it is very easy for us to build a very strong force.
Kyangu nnyo okuzimba amagye ag'amaanyi.
And I'm very glad all this country here.
Era ndi musiimu nti ensi dino donna naddiri gano.
Because many of the security problems
Ebizibu ebisinga bungi
are now regional.
bya kyalo kyona kyona nga Kenya, Rwanda, region yona yona.
Kikwata ku ekitundu kyaife kyona ekya Africa.
Kigema ku kitundu kyaife ekya Africa kyona kyona.
You find the terrorists are in Somalia.
Abatuddwa baagana e Somalia.
They are in Congo, DRC.
Bali e Congo.
They are even in our country of Mozambique.
Bali ni munsi yaife ya Mozambique.
They are in Central African Republic.
Bali mu Central African Republic.
Sometimes they go to South Sudan.
Oluisi bajje South Sudan.
And the ones of South Sudan, they are also who are here who disturb South Sudan from the refugee camps.
Eri abava mu nkambi kabiri batawaanya ab'e South Sudan.
So we need a regional solution, which is what we are working on.
Tulikwetaaga enkolagana ey'ensi donna donna ediri mu kitundu kyaife kino.
I'm glad we are working well with the government of Somalia.
Nsanyuka nti tukolagana bulungi ne gavumenti y'e Somalia,
with the governments of Kenya,
gavumenti y'e Kenya, Tanzania,
Rwanda,
ab'e Rwanda,
Burundi,
e Burundi,
Congo DRC.
e Congo.
We are working very well with them.
Tulikolera walala bulungi ino.
And this is the way forward.
Era eyo n'engeri yonka etutwala emberi.
I'm glad the delegation of Algeria is here.
Nsangaire nti aba Algeria baliwo wano.
These people have got very good technology.
Balina obukugu bw'amaani.
I think because of the problem they had,
olw'ebizibu baali nabyo,
they developed a very good technology.
Baafuna okumanya kungi.
When I visited them, they gave me some samples.
Bwe nakyalaku eyo bampaaku sample oba niki.
I want to buy more.
Ebyokuboneraku.
To simplify security.
Okutetenkanya ebyobukuumi. Okwanguya ebyobukuumi.
Instead of the crude methods of roadblocks, what?
Mu kifo ky'okozesa ebya roadblock nga tusiba amagira.
Some of our partners have developed very smart solutions.
Abandi baafuna engeri gye bakitetenkanya bulungi ino, ebirungi ino.
And when we bring these ideas, please,
bwe tuleeta amagezi ago,
please accept them.
Banamwikirize.
Like for instance,
ekyokuboneraku,
we have seen how the cameras have helped.
Kamera diyambye.
But there are still some gaps.
Aye, mukaalimu ebituli tuli mu ngeri gye tukolamu naddo.
We are now also going to introduce electronic vehicle number plates.
Tujja kuleeta ni number plate ezirimu amasannyalaze.
Ezirimu ebyakalimagezi.
Ebirimu kalimagezi.
So that we don't waste time with investigation.
Tuleke kumalanga biseera nga tunoonereza.
Because the criminals change number plates.
Kuba abatuddwa abayibi bo bakyusa number plate.
They remove this one put it on the other one.
Batoola bakyusa baata ku motoka ed'endawulo.
So we need smart vehicle number plates, not the other old type.
Tulikwenda number plate ediri mu kabwiddi.
If a criminal touches it, then the central command post would know that somebody has interfered with it.
Olugigemaku era gye babibonera bayina ategererawo nti eno bagigemyeku.
So I am glad all these brothers are here.
Ndi musangaavu nga baganda baife bano bali gano.
We should hear the CDF talk with your colleagues so that we have regional approach. Because these are simple things, but if you work together, it will be much easier.
Kamanda waife akolagane ne bakamanda bale boona tuweddagana amagezi buli kimu kidda kutwanguwira.
The other issue I want to comment on now is the issue of the rational use of our resources.
Ekintu kye ndikwenda okwogeraku n'enkozesa etali nnungi ey'ebintu byaife.
When I was coming here from, I landed somewhere near Chivejinja's place and I drove up to here.
Bwe ngwire n'eno najja ewa Baba Keeke n'atambula n'oluguudo okuyidagano.
There is a big swamp in the middle there.
Ndaga ina olutobazi oluba.
Ekibali kinene ino.
Ekibali kinene ino.
But you are growing rice there.
Aye mulirimira mu omutyere. N'ebikaado.
Sugar cane. Now, this is not a rational use of that place.
Eyo tinkozesa nnungi ey'ekifo ekyo.
Because that wetland
ekibali ekyo
is a charge, is a store of water.
kyagi kyakutereka maadhi, kugemerera maadhi.
And we need water for irrigation on the dry land.
Ate nga twetaaga amaadhi ago okuyirira ere kwitaale.
Like here.
Nga wano awakalu.
But now you are drawing the water in the wetland by planting rice there and things which are not for swamp, which are for dry land.
Aye buti tulikozesa ekibali twataamu ebintu ebyandibaire ku lukalu.
And you are getting little money.
Ate nga tulifuna obusente butono.
I am going to come back for a regional tour.
Baba alina kuyira atambule mu kiketezo kya Busoga kino kyona.
And when I come back, I will come with buino, with facts.
Era alina kuyira ni bwino.
Which we have already done in Limoto wetland in Parisa.
Nga bwe baakola Limoto e Parisa.
In Limoto, we persuaded the people to go from the center of the swamp to the periphery of the swamp and make fish ponds there.
Limoto twayikiriziganya n'abataka okutoola ennima mu kibali bayira ku lukalu.
Si ku lukalu, the edge of the swamp.
Kumbali kw'ekibali.
Abanyankole bakiyita omuyiga, the edge of the swamp.
Kumbali kw'ekibali.
Now we made fish ponds there. The center of the wetland came back and water came back.
Kumbali okwo baataako ebidiba eby'ennanda era wagati mu kibali wagati amaadhi gayira. Maadhi gonka n'ebisubi ebya wetlands. Ti maadhi gonka aye n'ebisubi ebikula mu ntobazi. Because those grass is part of the rain. Ebitoogo. That grass is part of the rain cycle. Ebisubi ebyo n'ebyamba amaadhi okutoona. Kuda wagulu and make rain. Agajja gaigulu nga gakoze bwe gayinunulwa wano wansi gajja gaigulu ebire byakola amaadhi kabiri amaadhi gaagwa. It is called transpiration, not evaporation but transpiration. Transpiration twasoma mu UPE. Transpiration ebisubi bituyana nebide ntuyo mubanga. Ebisubi bituyana byaleeta waigulu amaadhi gajja mu kire gakola amaadhi gayira gatoona. So what you are doing now is very dangerous. It interferes with the transpiration. Sekye tulikola saawa eno kiriremesa okutuyana okw'emiti obw'ebisubi ebiba mu lutobazi kitegeeza n'amaadhi tigayinza kugwa. And then you now deny us water for irrigating the dry land. Twabake tufunye maadhi ge tusobola kufukirira ebiri kumbali ku lukalu. So and you are getting little money. Atenga mufuna n'obusente butono. With the fish farming you can get more. I will be able to come and show you the facts. Bw'oba oli kuvuba ebyenanda ofuna esente edigera okusinga lw'olima ng'oli kulima mutobazi. As I was coming here, I also saw that yes, you are working hard. I have seen you are growing muhogo, cassava, you are growing other sugar cane. You are working hard. Bwe mbaire ndi kuidambo ine nga mbutuufu muli kutuyana muli kukola. Musimbye muhogo, musimbye ebikaado. But I want to do things with the kibalo. You remember with the kibalo? Aye ndibasaba tukolere ku kibalo. Because if you have got only 4 acres or less, you cannot get enough money from sugar cane. But I will come back and we'll talk about it. So we are very happy that you came in big numbers.
and that you have interacted well with the security forces.
N'enkolagana ebaire ennungi ino n'abamagye.
On the issue of the district headquarters,
District headquarters Baba gye yasimba,
which our brother Haji Chibejinja had started,
that the wife Kiva Idinda yali atandise.
I will involve the engineers brigade of the army to finish it.
Abamagye balina kwidda bagizimbe.
Mwebale ino abasoga Kibumba abakuume.
Mwebale ino Kibumba abakuume. Baba tweyanziza obugambo obwo. Mwebale ino webalirira kwidda. Tukwebaza okutukuumira abaana baife. Otukuumire kano ngobi mwiddukulu e Bugweri. Okuumye na muzungu baiddukulu baife ne Bugweri. Obalinga mu baba wabangeranga yemberi. Ababaka baliwo.
Mheshimiwa Rais, huo ndio mwisho wa gwaride. Naomba utoe bendera uwanjani, Mheshimiwa Rais.
Your Excellency, allow me to thank my deputies, Honorable Agri Wajire, Senior Commissioner of Prisons, Frank Mbine, my deputy, Kanudewa Kiki.
Naomba tuwafuate wajane. Sawa.
I request we give another round of applause to the parade commander, the job well done. Hongera sana ndugu Henry Obo. We thank you so much, Your Excellency. We thank you, Mama. We thank you, Your Excellency, the Vice President. We thank you, we thank all the ministers. We thank all the guests. And then we announce the CDF has served lunch, and it will be just across the road. We invite you to join us. Thank you so much for that applause for the parade commander. Kanobo is a staff in our National Defense College, so it's not about books alone. Even the parade can do such a nice job. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to thank everybody who came. I would like to thank the ministers, the generals, We thank you so much, Your Excellency the President. Thank you, First Lady. We don't take this for granted. We thank you, Your Excellency the Vice President and the Right Honorable Deputy Prime Ministers. We thank you, Mzee Chintumusoke. We are glad you are able to join us throughout this Tarehesita celebrations. Abasoga mwena mwena tubebaza mwebale okutuyinako batusabira olunaku lwaife luno tweyanziiza. Honorable Wajire, thank you, and I salute you for withstanding the rain. I didn't know you were a soldier in a tie. Thank you, Frank Waine. Thank you, Kanodewa Kiki, for driving this function successfully. Thank you, Doc, for a well-organized function. CPC and your teams, we thank you. The engineers, we thank you. And the doctors, we salute you. You did a tremendous job. You saved lives. May God reward you accordingly. The media fraternity, we salute you for a job well done. Where the media, see my deputy, Kanodewa Kiki, before you leave. Thank you. Did I say? Honorable Wajiri has reminded me. I invited everyone to our lunch. It's not only the uniformed. So now, Bajire, please, if you go without eating, it will be a charge on you. Abandi balire ekyemisana. Abasoga abalemera okujja okulya ekyemisana emmere ekaaliyo enuma ya tentere enene. So bw'oba ng'okaali kulya era yewali enuma y'etenti emmere eriyo nnyingi ino. Mwebale. DJ.
You are watching Sound Can. War.
marafiki yanyu tuliwachagua usiku wa manane, nisikia ni kutoka na Muruti kwa njaa, hakuna.
You are watching Sound Can't Talk. Watch, share, like, subscribe.